Hey guys, welcome back to Kidz Tech Coding Club YouTube channel. I hope you've been trying previous project videos on your own. Hope you've been doing that. Okay, so we're still on our coding with Scratch series, and quickly in this project video I want to show you a little animation which I call windmill on a farm, spinning windmill on a farm. Okay, so this is how our end project looks like. Okay, so let's get started. So how do we achieve this project? So the first thing I'm going to do is delete the sprite, and then I'll choose a backdrop here, and then I'll use the search box to type farm. So I'm looking for this backdrop called farm. I'll select it. Once I do that, I'll go to my choose a sprite, and then I'll click on upload sprite. So I'll click on upload sprite, and then I'll select this windmill house. Okay, select this windmill and click open. And I'll go to the costumes here, this costumes block, and then I'll click convert to vector. Okay, convert to vector. Once I do that, I'll just click, and you see my tower house is too big, so I'm going to reduce it right here. Reduce it, and then I want to put it somewhere here. So I'm still going to reduce it. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna drag it here. Okay, I think that is okay. So I'll come to choose this sprite and upload sprite again. So I'm going to bring in the windmill fan, open, and I also go back to costumes and convert to vector. Then I'll also reduce. Okay, before I reduce this, I'm going to do one or two things. So the source file, the windmill house, and then the windmill file will be provided to you for download in the description below. Okay, so check the description below for the download link. So you click on it, and then you download the windmill house and then the windmill fan for your own project. So if you want to redo this project, okay. So I'll also drop down some other source file that you can use aside of this one I'm using in this video. Okay, so I'll put the download link in the description below. All right, so for this windmill fan, I'm going to bring in the earth sprite, this earth sprite here, and then I'm just going to click on it, on this, the blue part, and then I'll copy, click on copy, and then I'll come back to this windmill fan and say paste. Okay, so you can see I'm pasting it right inside the center point of my board, of this paint board. Okay, so I'll also make sure, so I'm going to click on the circle, and then I'll click backwards. Okay, I'll click backwards so that I can see my windmill fan. So I also want to position my windmill fan right into the middle. Can you see the yellow circle is touching the center point? Okay, so I'll say backward for the windmill fan. So I'll click on this blue circle again and come to fill and say no fill. Okay, this means no fill, so I'll click no fill. So I'm going to select all using my Ctrl A shortcut key and then click on group, just like that, so I can delete this. Okay, so I'm going to reposition this using this size option and I'll click on 50. Okay, so I'm going to reposition it right up here. It's still too big, so I can make it 40, or let's say 35. Okay, that's better. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we want to start coding. Okay, so what we'll do is this: we want to make the windmill fan to spin. Okay, so we want to make the windmill fan to spin. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring in when your key is pressed. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to select. Okay, I'm going to leave it at the space bar. Okay, when it's pressed, I want to come to control, pick the forever loop, and come to motion and pick turn 15 degrees. Okay, so once I do this, let's click and let's see. You can see windmill is already spinning. You can see that. Okay, so what I want to do now, what I want to show you is we want to control the speed of the fan, the windmill fan. So how do we do that? So what we're going to do is we're going to create a variable. So create variable. So come here and say make a variable. So I want to make a variable speed, and then I'll click OK. Alright, so I'm going to bring this speed and drop it right inside this 15. Okay, good. Alright, so I'll come to event and say when the up arrow key is pressed, then I want it to set. Okay, I want it to change my variable speed, which is this, by 5. Okay, then when the down arrow, this down arrow here is pressed, key pressed, then I want it to change my variable by -5. Do you see that? So we have created this variable speed so that when we press the up arrow, it will change the speed by 5, and then when we press the down arrow, it will change the variable speed by -5. Okay, so let's try that out and let's see. So I'll press the space key and then I'll press my up arrow, so you can see the speed is changing from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20, and you can see the speed of the windmill fan is increasing, as you can see that. So if I reduce it, it also reduces the speed. If I press the up arrow, it also increases the speed. Can you see that? Alright, so what we want to add now is we want to add some other sprite to give it life. We want to give it farm, we want to give it life. So choose the sprite and select N, select this N, and I'll position it right here and reduce it by say 75. Okay, so we want to code the the end to give it motion, to animate it. They will say when the green flag is clicked, put it in a forever loop that you want to change it to next costume, and then wait for about 0.3 seconds. Okay, so we also add another sprite, the cheek. So we select the cheek and reduce it by 75 as well. Reduce it by 75 and then say when the green flag is clicked, put it in a forever loop to change to the next costume and wait for about 0.3 seconds. Okay, so let's stop this. Alright, so let's see. So if you press the green flag, you can see the cheek moving. Okay, scratching the floor and then looking for something to eat, and then I can press the space button on my keyboard and then fan starts spinning, and when I press the down arrow the speed reduces, as you can see, and then when I press the up arrow the speed increases, right? Okay, so that's that about the spinning windmill. Simple as that. So simple. So you can see we've given this farm life. We've added a spinning windmill, and then we've added a cheek and then the end. Okay, so you can decide to add a music if you choose to. So I'm going to add a music, and I'm going to add sound. It's a play sound, and just put it in a repeat 10 when the green flag is clicked. So I select the sound, loops, and select the bossa nova, then I'll just put it there. Okay, that will be all for this project. I believe you've learned something from this project, and I also want you to make your own project. Okay, make your own project. It might not be something similar. You might decide to change your backdrop, you might decide to choose another source file, a windmill house and a fan. Okay, just ensure you try this project out and let me know in the comment section if you're able to achieve it or not, so I can see where to help you. Okay, all right guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't done so, so that you can get notified when I upload other new project videos. Okay, so I'll see you next in our project. Bye.